So this is my American modified lip for my Tesla Model 3. If you've seen my YouTube or if you've seen my Instagram, you would know this would be my second one because I recently broke my first one. So I am gonna give it one more shot. One more shot at this. This time I'm gonna take some more precautions. I did purchase some bumper scrape guards because if you saw my other video, it got scraped pretty much the entire length of the bottom. So considering this is going to be my last one, if this breaks, I am not going to do it again because it does just scrape everywhere. So I'm giving it every chance I could possibly give it to survive. So we're gonna add this to the bottom so that maybe these will get scraped first instead of the bumper, instead of the lip. I am also, because it's kind of hollow, let me show you, let me flip it around and show you the other side. Actually, let's do this. Let us just go this way. It's not urethane, it's also very hollow. So what me and my other friend did was we filled in this hollow portion right here with a pool noodle, or we were also thinking spray on insulator to kind of fill it in so that if it does take an impact, there's something to kind of help keep its form rather than it being completely hollow and just cracking. So I'm gonna do that as well. And like I said, this bumper scrape guard is gonna go all along. Let me show you the bottom. Let me do this. Oof. All along the edge here. I'm gonna put a little bit here, but the more important ones is the corners, because when I'm trying to angle out of all the driveways of the plazas or anywhere or any driveway, it's always this left side or right side that gets scraped up the most. So I'm gonna put these are basically gonna go, you stick them on and kind of cut the size, bend it to kind of go along to conform with the edge. So we'll give that a shot. One more chance with the lip. It's really mine. It's nothing on the manufacturer or anything like that. My car is just really low, and the lip just takes away a little bit more of the ground clearance. I've been actually driving around now for about 2 weeks with no lip, and it's amazing. Nothing scrapes because without the lip, you have a little more ground clearance. But I want the lip. I really like it. We'll give it one more shot, and we'll give it a higher chance of survival. So let's get this started. Okay, so here we go. So first step, let's clean off the surface so the little 3M tape from the bottom of 3M tape from the bumper scrape guards will stick better. So we'll clean off the entire bottom. I'm just doing the entire bottom edge. I'm not sure if I'm really gonna stick bumper scrape guards on this entire length. I think that's a little crazy. My primary focus is gonna be right here on these edges, and probably I'll go back and look at the video and see where it hits. Just a little bit here, just for the heck of it. But this is my primary focus right here. These corners, which really will just scrape down. No more paint, no nothing. That was actually the first scrape that it got, was this edge leaving a plaza. So we'll start there, cleaned off the bottom, and then now we're gonna go here and we're gonna try to shape this out and cut it to size. First, we're gonna just take a look at the length, and according to the instructions, you could bend them like this to get it to curve. So I want to keep them all together, and it looks like you could get it bent. I'm gonna try to go all the way. So let's start with here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna cut off these last 3. So just trim it. Just trim it. Stick. Okay. Oh, okay. And yes, I am working on this inside the house. It's too cold outside. I feel like I want to get it done, but at the same time, I don't want to freeze or catch another cold. So from the looks of it, I mean, there's going to be a little overhang on the inside area, but as long as you can't see it, let me change the angle. As long as you can't see it on the outside edge, that's all that matters. So you're just gonna bend it like that, and hopefully it'll stick well. I feel like if I bend it like this and then stick it, it's not gonna stick as well, because it's gonna be trying to adhere and fight the bending back, but we'll try. I don't want to overcomplicate this. I just want to get this done, get the lip back on, continue on my day. So let's try that. I'm gonna go ahead and peel off the 3M. We did clean the surface off already. And then we're gonna try to just get as close as we can to this edge, so that, you know, it's kind of thick, so we don't want it to show. So what I'm gonna probably do is I'm gonna just stick one part at a time. I already peeled off the backing, so I'm gonna just try to go one at a time, following the edge, and then bending the next one as needed. And then I'm gonna just hold it in place. It's bending kind of not easily. Ooh, it's sticking really nicely, actually. Oh, a little too nicely. A little too nicely too soon. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't show. I mean, even if it's... No, it's not going to show. Because looking at those scratches, we never noticed it, or I never noticed it, because the car was so low. Yeah, this just might work. I mean, I already had little clearance already, so you add on this thing, which is a 1/4 of an inch thick. I don't know if that's 1/4 of an inch. But it's sticking nice. The surface was really clean. I'm okay, I'm happy with that. We have a couple days of no rain, so I think this is a good time to put the lip back on. Okay, if I could, I'm actually pretty happy with that. Let's hope that stays. I'm just kind of squeezing, making sure it adheres. Okay. I'm good with that. So let's go to the other side and hopefully get it looking just as nice. Okay, on the other side, I'm gonna repeat the same process. I'm starting with another full strip. So this kit that I got from Amazon, this bumper scrape guard, the link will be in the description. You could choose to buy the 2-pack, which would come with 2 full strips such as this, or there's also a 4-pack. So I went with the 4-pack because it was just a little bit more and I really wasn't too sure how much I needed. But this kind of gives you a little bit of idea. Hopefully it'll help you. You could see how much you need to order if you choose to for your particular application. Give you a little idea. So I'm just gonna do the same thing. Let's just do a test fit, curve it around. You would assume that it would take the same amount as the other side. And yes, so looks like it. So we'll cut 3 off. So let's do that. And then these, of course, these loose 3 aren't gonna go to waste or anything like that. We'll use that. I'll probably use, oh man, it is really thick though. So there you go. I'll use those loose 3 pieces on, of course, maybe other little portions of the front bumper, of the front center portion of the lip. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing we did as the last one, which is let's kind of work the bend. And then I'm gonna peel off the 3M. Or peel off the backing off the 3M. And let's just start on the edge again. Sticking one at a time, while also following the curvature of your lip. And man, when it grabs, it really grabs. Okay, so I got it curved pretty well. We will push it against, just kind of squeeze it against the surface. And it actually, once it's stuck, it really is stuck on there, so it's not fighting the curve, the curving like I thought it would. And that was it. I'm just trying to get as close to the edge so it's not visible. So it's not visible when you're looking at it from the front. Looks pretty good. It's pretty thick. So when we hear that first scrape, it won't be the lip. Looks kind of good. Looking at the front edge, it's black, so it gives it a little accent if it shows. I'm really hoping it doesn't show. I wanted it as under as possible. This part right here, I probably should have bent a little. Well, couldn't get it anymore. That's okay, not too bad. Okay, so here we are. That's pretty good. And what I was talking about is when we're looking at the lip from you know, from the front. I'm hoping that doesn't look too bad because it's thick. But even if it's visible, because I guess I put it, no, I was trying to put it as close to the edge without it showing. So we'll just have to see once we put it on. But even if it shows just a little bit, it's kind of clean. So now I want to put a little bit here, somewhere here. Let me go back. I mean, it's basic. I'm not trying to put it all the way across. I think that's a little extreme. So I'm just trying to, I was trying to just put it on the places that it scraped the most, which was the edge. And I'm gonna go back and look at my video of my old lip and see which areas were taking the most contact, which I'm guessing is, I'm gonna say the ends right here, because it's sitting forward, extending the front bumper. So I'll put a little bit there. I have those 3 loose pieces, and I'm probably gonna just stop there. So let's do that. Let's not overcomplicate this. So what I'm gonna do is, because remember we cut, so we have one uncut edge, and then we have one cut edge. So just attention to detail, in case it is gonna show, let's put the uncut edge inside as much as possible. Have this one, have the uncut edge here in the tip right here, so it looks a little cleaner, and then the cut edge, we're gonna have it more on the inside, and we're gonna do the same thing. Let's bend this a little bit, and we're gonna just follow this curve right here. Do it to both sides. So peel off the backing. And we're aiming for just the edge right here so it doesn't show. Nothing's ever exact. Like I said, this is all under. This is an area that's just gonna get scraped, and all we're trying to do is have one more little buffer. Let something else get scraped. Something else gets scraped before the lip. Okay. That looks good. Probably can't really see it because it's black on black. And we're gonna repeat it on this opposite side. Me being OCD, I want it to be in the same position as the other side. Yeah, feels the same on both sides. No one's gonna notice. it's not so close to the edge that, you know, hopefully we don't want it protruding past the edge because that would look dumb. You want it under as if it's not there. So I'm just applying pressure, making sure it adheres. I mean, it's pretty good because when you feel it stick and you're trying to reposition, it's stuck on there. Okay. So let's take a look. So we have the edges right there. And I would really feel like it's overkill to say, let's go all the way across and have every inch covered, which is an option. But maybe if I had a more expensive lip, carbon fiber lip. But so I got the two forwardmost edges for this lip, and then I got the other edge here. I think I'm going to stop there. I'm almost tempted to go like, you know, meet in the middle, but I want to say if this is here, hopefully it elevates it enough that this portion won't touch. Or I could just add 3. I mean, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 each solid piece. Each solid piece started with 11. I could take one, cut it in half. Cutting in half wouldn't work because there's no half of 11, and that would bug my OCD too. So I almost want to do just 4 right here. But I'm gonna really try to stop myself and just save those other 2 pieces. Let's not go crazy. Yeah, let's not go crazy. I think that's good. No matter what, it's gonna be scraped. This is just to prevent the portions that are getting scraped the most. So that's one part. I want to prep and put, you'll see what I'm talking about on the next portion, where me and my friend Paul, we stuck a pool noodle into this hollow portion right here to kind of give it some more support under. So instead of it getting pushed when it's scraping and then it cracks, there's at least something here to kind of fill in the gap to stop it from hitting that breaking point, if that makes sense. So we'll do that next. Okay, so the next step is, I feel like I keep repeating myself, fill in these hollow portions, because let me try to turn it. Turn it with the light. Okay. See how hollow that is? So when it hits the ground, it flexes, which puts pressure on the outside edge. So the idea was to fill this area in with something so it doesn't flex as much. And that's where the pool noodle comes in. So I'm not gonna do the whole step-by-step of recording, but just so you have an idea, I'll cut the pool noodle, stuff it in that hollow portion. I'll show the end result, or I'll show a little bit in betweener as well. So all I'm doing is taking like just a rough estimate of how much I need for, you know, each hollow portion. So we're gonna start with this one right here. So roughly there, and we okay. We'll cut the tube. And then, of course, this is too big to fit in there, so cut it in half. I know I say I got this lip because it's reasonably priced. It was only, first time I got it for $250 shipped. This time around it was $280, so it is reasonably priced. But just because it's reasonably priced doesn't mean I want to go breaking a lip every time and buying a new one every time. And it was working out really well until something hit it. So I'm hoping, you know, I don't hit something again, and then with all these other little add-ons, hopefully it at least protects the bottom. And let me get a year. Let's aim for 1 year, because that first one didn't even last a year. So I did cut it, and then we're gonna one-handed. I'm trying to, anyways, just to give an idea. We're taking, oh come on. Gonna just roughly go in just like that, so you have an idea. I'm gonna attach it using some 3M tape. I'm gonna squeeze it in there. I'm going to try to shape it and give it a proper shape using the zip ties. Stick it in there with some 3M tape, and then I'll show you the end result. Okay, so just to show the final, I cut it to length, the tube, then I split it in half lengthwise, and then I squeezed it together with zip ties. And now using the texture of it, how it's kind of squishy, I put 3M tape in the inside, 3M tape on the top, 3M tape on the bottom, and you kind of stuff it in there, and it'll push up against the 3M tape and kind of lock itself in. And it's just to, I don't know, who knows if it really works, I guess, but it feels like it. It's just to add a little more support instead of it being completely hollow. So I repeated it on both sides, right there. And I think that's about it. I'm not gonna go the whole length on my lip. I'm just gonna do these corners because these are the highest point of contact. And I think we'll call it. The only thing left to do is to apply tape, mounting tape here, 3M mounting tape, all across the areas that it'll make contact with the bumper. And that'll be it. I'll do that next. Okay, so that's about all I could do. The prep is done. I have the 3M tape all prepped and ready to be stuck and then peeled off. You peel off the corner. You have the corner ready, and as you apply it, you peel off the tape. The part I was talking about to reinforce or give a little more cushion or padding or fill in the hollow portion is right there, all done. Stuck on there. And the only thing left is to mount it, but that'll have to wait till the morning. It's pretty late already. All right, at least it's all prepped. It's looking good. I'm excited to have a lip on again. We'll see it put on later. So everything's prepped, cleaned off the bumper, and now I'm gonna stick it on. I have all the 3M tape all set. The protectors are all in. So I even lined the concrete to protect the bottom of the lip during install. You know, even though it's gonna get scraped up anyway. Let's pretend like we need to be careful with it. So this is a pretty tight fitting lip, so I'm gonna just stick one side and then just feed it all the way around. So let me put the camera down and let's try. I'm working against the sun here. got that semi-set. Follow around. To over here. We're just gonna wrap this one around. Okay, so now it's held on by the corners. I have one piece of tape actually making contact, and then we'll pull the backing off the rest of the tape and just place pressure. But I have it where I want it. So in fact, maybe it doesn't really matter, I guess, but maybe we'll start with the middle first. Let me just take one more look, looking to make sure it's lined up and in place and set down before I peel the backing from the tape. Okay, I think it's good. So peel that off. Apply pressure. All the way around. Peel off the packing. Apply pressure. And you can see the lip looks great. It doesn't match my bumper too well because my bumper's beat, really beat. But now my front end looks fresh. The bottom part. Just applying pressure. Now let's move it. Move along. Really long piece here. I think American Modified did great with the slip. Either they've improved their manufacturing process, because this slip, the last few times I've installed it, a total of, this will be the 4th time. Once for my first, one to help somebody else, then another friend, and this is number 4. And the first 2 were really tight. Really tight. Oh, this is gonna be a 5th time. My friend Paul, we had to install it twice because he actually broke his first one too. So American Modified, sponsor us. We bought the same lip twice already. Okay, that feels good. Hopefully it's stuck on there. Same thing, just pushing down, helping it adhere. And the last one. We'll just squeeze right there. Squeeze, have it make contact. Okay. Let's see the final result. There you go. I'm happy. It does look good. I mean, I know it does. I know it did. I really liked how it looked. So it's nice to have it back. A little subtle add-on. I feel like it's subtle but aggressive at the same time. And then looking from above, you can't see the bumper scrape guards at all around. You can't see, like looking at it at a normal angle, but if we go lower, you can see it right there. That's not too bad. I like that. I'm feeling good. I feel like there's hope. This will last longer. Yeah, that's good. You can see the little tube that I added there. Barely, you can barely see it. And then the corner here, where it's really the most needed. Alright, that's done. That's about as good of a DIY I could do. Looks good. I'm happy. So just a quick update. I have the car up on the ramps right now. I installed the lip back on yesterday. Went out, and not even 3 hours later, I already put the scrape guards to the test. Right there. It was just another ugly driveway to get into this place I was going to yesterday. Really steep. On the way down, you angle as much as you can, and of course it's unavoidable. So there you go. Right here, already scraped. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and continue. I'm gonna just extend it on each side since I have more anyway. I'm gonna extend it out, more focusing on trying to bring this out more, because it was scraped a little bit here. So I'm gonna go ahead and extend it with the remaining pieces I have out on each side as much as I can. And now that I'm under here, my poor shield, definitely, I don't know if that's getting worse. Man, my sway bar definitely hit something. Anyways, focus. So nothing here, nothing on the very front. But yeah, when you try to angle out, and you try to do the corner, these are the parts that always gets hit. So I'm going to just extend out right here, a little further out, just to give me more of a chance. And hopefully, like I said, it's just for the longevity of the lip. The pool noodle's still there, so that's definitely stuck. That worked. So let's go ahead and do this. Look at that. It worked. I don't have enough. Like, I don't want to have to buy more and have to literally have every inch covered, but I'm going to try to center it so I could just have, you know, I feel like if there's just a little gap uncovered here, these two these two pieces should be enough to protect it. So I'm going to just center it with the on each side with the remaining two pieces that consist of 11 of these little, whatever you want to call it, triangles or blocks. So cleaned off the lip already, and I'm gonna just go. The aim is to do something kind of like this. Let's go with that. So peel off the 3M backing. We're gonna get it as close to the edge of the front of the lip without it showing. It was a little more awkward than the night. Oh, it sticks really well. I don't know if you can see that. I'm just trying to get it as close to the front edge of the lip as possible without it showing. Then we tack it on, and now we push it, complete the sticking. There you go. It's about the same all the way around, same depth. You look at it from above, you shouldn't really see it. Only portion right here is not covered, but if you're hitting something, I don't feel like it'd be really bad luck if it went boom right here in between. You know, I feel like if it's gonna kiss the concrete, it'll be flat, and these two pieces should be enough to cover, and this little tiny portion here, little gap, should be okay. Same here. If it's kissing the ground, I would hope that this little tiny part shouldn't get hit. How many pieces am I short in there? Amazing. So that's 2 pieces short. I'm gonna continue on like this. How many pieces is this? 2 pieces short. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. And if it bugs me enough, I'll buy some more. Under. So pressed under pretty good. So let me do the other side, replicate my OCD. I want it to look exactly the same gap, so I'm going to try to do that on the other side next. So cleaned it off already with, you know, alcohol-based wipe. And now I want it to match. So the other side had a gap of about two. It had a gap of about 2. So instead of right there, we'll start right here. Right here. Yeah, that looks about right. So peel off the 3M. Peel off the 3M. Another rough measurement. I'm too OCD. So roughly right there. So we'll start it right here. Just tack on the front. And then we're gonna follow the edge. Try to get as close to the edge as possible. Following the curve. So I'm just trying to feel. And then press on the rest of the surface. So same thing, you have a gap right here, and then a tiny gap right here. Press on, add a little pressure, make sure the 3M sticks on the bottom side of the lip. Can't see it from above. Nice. I think we're good. You can see the protection. You step back at a normal angle. You can't see it from above. This one is pretty close. Almost a little too far out. That's okay. Black on black, you can't tell. It'll probably be scraped off on my next drive anyway. I wish I bent that a little bit more. I almost want to peel it. Damn, I was just pressing on it too. I almost want to peel it and just bend it just a little more. Sometimes let's just leave it. It's hard to be OCD. All right, there you go. It's hard. It's hard being lowered with a lip and being a daily. So this is about the best I could do. I have given the lip the most chance it could have for survival. So if anything happens to the lip after this, I will call it quits and not get a lip again. So this is the last chance. So if anybody wants to see what it looks like, this is the box. Bumper scrape guard. Let's hope for more than a year with this lip. Alright, thanks for watching.